Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's time to go live. It's time to go live, y'all. On Mondays, every Monday, like I told you, we'll be going live. So let's kick some bullshit. Wow, I was supposed to go on at 10 o'clock my time. I am sorry, Andrew. I'm just so discombobulated. Wait, no, Andrew. We're going to talk about Bill Cosby. We're going to talk about reality shows. We're going to talk about Meriton medicine. Um, a lot's been going on, you know. I've been on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, and I just keep finding myself um button heads with people, you know. Hey, Andrew. Sorry. I know I did. I
Hello.
remember I told you 9 your time, 10 my time. I'm so backwards.
I know.
Don't you say that, boy.
I know
So
you backwards.
you gonna stop playing with me,
I
okay?
see your posts. I know you backwards.
Oh no, I ain't. My post is nothing like backwards. I mean what I say and say what I mean on my
Mm-hmm.
post. Now, I'm not gonna change none of that. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
neither.
So that there, I'm not gonna apologize for being who I am and how I think. Like a lot of people get mad, and I'm under a post right now. This man, like I said one thing, and oh my god, they just go crazy. I don't know, you know,
Is
but
this
it's
about
all good.
Cosby?
Yes, I've been on a lot of comments. I just say, "Oh, he's free, thank you." It was like, "So he's a rapist? How do you
How do
know?"
you know?
How do you know? He never admit. Like they switched. We're gonna get into that, okay?
Mm.
Oh Lord, like I'm just being so serious. Like they just been going at, but the majority is happy though. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
just have this
You
handful
have a
of
loud minority that'll make you think they're the majority.
exactly the majority. I mean, I've been on pages. Everybody like whatever.
Even the
You know.
ones who might think he guilty said it was still wrong how they did it.
Well, my thing is this is the reality to reality of something. I mean, reality of it. Like I was looking at the judge, right? He's a judge, so he knows the law. Like he's been in there for decades.
I've been
His
listening to Joe
name,
Brown.
yeah, Joe Brown,
Joe
and
Brown.
yeah, he's very factual on
Oh
what
yeah.
he's talking about, and you can say someone is guilty because they found him guilty because he made an example, right? That young man from Mississippi they had what's his name? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm supposed to know his name. I know his name, his face is in my head. He he's supposed to have whistled at a white lady, and instead of him
Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, Lord, y'all, I'm so sorry. Y'all, don't beat me up for it. Emmett Till is just like
I
the
found
mass
something else to beat
people
you up for.
decided to try him, convict him, and kill him. He didn't even go to court behind it, right?
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying now. The public is like a mob. You know what I'm saying? They're like a mob. And if you don't agree with what they got to say, they will cancel you. You know,
Cancel culture.
yeah,
Even
disagree
Kevin
with
Hart
you.
like F cancel culture.
Right. And it's
You
like,
can't have an opinion.
yeah, you can't have an opinion. You can't say like shit no more. And that's why I'm not gonna allow nobody to tell me what I can and cannot say. They're like, well,
Yeah.
Eric, are you doing this back on the radio? I'm not on the radio, I'm on YouTube first and foremost. Second of all,
Get your facts straight.
I'm definitely not gonna make someone come in a mild fashion to me and tell me what the hell I can and cannot say.
Oh yeah.
Whatever
That's like
whatever I can't do, that means it's not meant for me to do. That's just what I feel. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, that's how I used
So
to feel with people telling me about what I put up and whatever. I'd be like, man, y'all better go ahead. I said my job can't possibly fire me for what I do on my time, on my page.
well, I mean, actually, they can.
Uh,
Actually, a lot of people when they say the racist stuff, obviously,
yeah.
people will rally up, which you shouldn't have to work if you are saying racist stuff against another ethnic background. You have to deal with those people. And I think your views, the views of what that person is, that's the problem. Because you got people, white folks that say them niggas and all this other stuff,
Yeah.
but you deal with those people. So if you think that these people company, you're representing these people company, they're not gonna have you there if you saying N-word stuff because they deal with black folks, right? So yeah, I seen like last year. Oh, fired nurses, like not doctors, but nurses, people in big professions really was losing their businesses behind saying stupid shit. Like, dude, like I don't know. I just wouldn't do it, if I'm not a media outlet. You get what I'm saying? Because we have excuses on why we talk the certain way we talk and what we say, because obviously we're going with the flow of the public, right? So I like I said, I get a lot of whatever they want to do, but cancel culture is not one of them. But I will say this: the Bill Cosby thing. We're gonna get so deep in this because I just think I seen that he had an interview. I didn't get to really view it. Did you get to see what he had to say? I know he said one thing. He defended that one man,
Rashad.
right? And he told them if they fire her, he wants all his money back. He said that he want everything he put into that college, he wants it back. He says it's time for people to stop thinking it's okay to publicly find someone guilty before they are guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see. You know what I'm saying? But I did hear like clips and bits and pieces of it, or whatnot. But I'm glad he came out. I was like,
I mean, I am too, because I mean, it's something like I say, they not saying. I mean, it's like Joe Brown said. Okay, if y'all knew he was doing this, why y'all kept going back? Yeah, like he gave it, you took it.
He said he offered it. See, they try to they changed the narrative. Yeah. He offered, you accept. He didn't force you. Y'all turned around from he offered to force. Y'all turned around and
they
said
can't even get their story straight.
Yeah, y'all turned around and say it was consent. It was, you went there not knowing he was supposed to help you with your career, from helping you with your career. Now we're in the bed. No, you got in the bed with that. I'm just gonna say this, what I believe, and I might be wrong, but I believe that you got in that bed knowing that the power that that man obsessed, and you really thought in your mind, my pussy is better than the next bitch, and I'm gonna make it. He's gonna help me do whatever I need to do. That's what men do. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 sons. I fuss at them all the time, but at the end of the day, they be like, man, like the judge say, back then y'all forgot about groupies, the word groupie. He said there were groupies, and I'm quoting his word. He said there were groupies back then. That was the go-to pill for, like, you know what I'm saying? If you have headache stuff, it wasn't considered a drug. So they trying to make it bad because it got illegal like in the 80s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was taking them back then. He said sex, rock and roll, rap, women were doing everything. He said they'd be in the closet giving head. He said you go get your coat. This came from, you in the event, you go get your coat. Somebody laying on your coat, they giving head. You know what I'm saying? So he said that stuff was like super common back then. He said they started making it other people fault. Like he was speaking about the situation. He gave a good example when he said about the bartenders being responsible now for people having a wreck. Like everybody wants to put the blame on someone else. You know what I'm saying? You should know I don't need no more than 2 drinks when I walk in a bar. You know what I'm saying? You should know I know that this is my tolerance before I go into a bar. You get what I'm saying? So now, not only you could get charged, the bartender who served you get charged. That don't make no sense to me. He's just a worker, and his job is to serve until, you know what I'm saying, until a certain time it closed down. So I don't get none of that either. But when I said he said a mouthful, a handful, he was really with the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely happy. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely here for him dogging whoever out, telling whoever whatever. And
when he
was on him. When I tell you he didn't give him no cut, that Negro was studying. You hear me? He didn't know how to come back with a rebuttal.
Oh, you got look. He got stumped on his own podcast.
What? What?
It'd be one thing if you went on Judge Joe Brown podcast and he embarrassed you. You let this man come in opposite because he had facts. I'm just like, what y'all did was wrong. You can't make this deal with Cosby or whatever, then turn around because you feeling pressure to do something.
Basically, that's what he told them. Y'all on here spinning stuff. But he said the word groupies. Y'all forgot. He said, why am I accountable for somebody being stupid? You get what I'm saying? He right though. Why should I be accountable for someone else being stupid
enough to take what he gave you? What can I tell you? I can't tell you anything if you're that dumb.
Like he said, he told him, like he told his ass, he definitely told his ass, we can't be responsible for somebody being stupid. Because that's exactly what they were being, was stupid. You know what I'm saying? So why are you upset with me because I'm not mad with Bill Cosby? He said, he kept saying about what he did. He said, tell me what he said.
What did he do?
Tell me what did he do? He didn't force anything. He offered, they accept. He didn't put a pill down their throat. He said a lot of laws changed. I can't remember when they changed, but he said it. And he said, it's like you placing blame on everybody else for someone else being stupid. And that's the problem I have. Even when a person sells drugs, you get what I'm saying? I get mad because you blame the drug dealer. They're going to get the drugs one way or another, whether it's that person or not. That's what pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? And another thing pissed me off. Y'all designed this stuff to put in these neighborhoods knowing that it's easy money for these young people, right? We're going to get back on the cops, but I just want to make a point of that. And you know that you can stop the drugs from coming to the neighborhoods at any given time. You got to go to the hunt show. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not worried about that. Y'all worried about, let me get these here. And another generation going to come. And it's going to be way worse. And eventually it's going to be so bad. You think y'all got them not listening to their parents. This is going to get so bad. Like, after a while, they're going to be doing whatever to survive. Because they right now, a young person don't think they'll live if they're in the streets to live to 25. So they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They really literally don't care. Okay, you're going to kill me, I'll kill you. You know? I don't think I'm going to be here anyway. Because they think they OGs anyway. It's so funny, you know? But I was super happy. Let me tell you something. And I ain't going to even lie. I know y'all might kill me for this. I hope that they let R. Kelly go. You know why? Not because I don't think he's guilty or not guilty or whatever. Because he went to trial in front of a jury, right? You found him not guilty. You understand? You found him not guilty. You decided because of public opinion. And now y'all had this man sitting in jail for 4 and 5 years. This man has been waiting to go to court. I'm gonna punish his ass. You get what I'm saying?
How long he been?
He been in there long. He been there hot minute. He been in there hot minute.
Last year, the year before,
probably the year before. You never know. That time be going so fast. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a different charge or something, or is it a different?
Bro, I think it's kind of like that stuff being cahoots, just like they did Cosby, in cahoots or whatever it is.
And they did Cosby just when Cosby said he wanted to buy. Now he want to buy NBC, and all of a sudden, all this stuff just comes up.
And just like they said, what that man Epstein, another prime example. Yeah. Yes, I believe he was a predator. But you had all these people keep saying we know what he was doing, but no one spoke up, right? No one. So they said allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, he got into with certain folks. That's how that happened. That shit needs to stop. And that's the only reason why. When you're not in cahoots, like they say, the industry will feed you what you want and what you like. Like I said, my mom was 14, 15 when she had me. So that shit was common to have sex, mess with young girls. You know, I mean, we consider them young and innocent now, right? But it was okay back then. You know what I'm saying? The other races started all this shit. Like, you got to marry before you're 14, 15 years old, right? Because a woman was not working.
Old men marrying young women.
Right, exactly. So
look how old Elvis was when he was messing with Priscilla.
I don't understand. They never would mention this man's name. 13 years old, they say.
Destroy Elvis' legacy or anything, but y'all gonna sit there and try to destroy Bill Cosby. Elvis was
Mm-mm.
literally messing with that girl. I know she wasn't legal
She
when she
was
was
third, I believe. Don't
13
quote
or
me.
14.
No, 13. They say he was grooming her at age 13. That's allegedly, not for sure, but allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't do a day in jail. At least for that.
Because it was common. Like women didn't work, they was housewives. They didn't have kids, and men went after the 15, whatever. So they basically, I think it's a control thing. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a control thing that men back then. And we talking about Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah.
And I'm commenting. So this man, he just got in the well, I guess it's his thing, right? And
Yeah.
he made a statement about this is why women, something about women. And I said, why y'all always have something bad to say about a woman, women? I said, even if I run my mouth as a woman, that still shouldn't stop you from being a damn man. You don't got to listen to me like, how am I saying whatever I want to say, stopping you from being a damn man? You know what I'm saying? For me,
Yeah.
you weak. So women, this somebody said, I said, well, those are the women you're choosing, sweetheart, because I know for a fact you got slimy ass men, you have slimy ass women, and you have so many slimy ass women because you had slimy ass men that was having 2 and 3 lives, making babies outside. You want to be technical about it. So now women have it like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That I don't give a fuck attitude, but it don't make it right. It literally don't
Yeah.
make nothing right. Don't get it twisted, right? But at the
Right.
end of the day, you have so much of independence going on, like women gotta go in the work field and do stuff because men, everybody casually having sex. Nobody want to get committed. You know what I'm saying? Babies pop up. So now he's in another relationship, taking care of a whole other woman, her kids, ain't worried about his. You get what I'm saying? So now this woman she has to step up. You know what I'm saying? It's always the woman's burden. And I was telling him, you can't keep blaming a woman for your sadness. You know what I'm saying? You sad. That woman probably, whoever done fucked you over, because evidently you done got effed over. If you feel mentally like that, everybody you done dealt with to me, then F you over. So that's, and I'm like, this thing was about, I think this whole thing is about Cosby though. You know what I'm saying? That goes back when every time we talk about Black Lives Matter, you get the homosexual stuff involved, then you get other races involved. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you was talking about the Asians, I hadn't heard nothing about Black Lives Matter. I heard everything about Asian people by itself. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to help save the Asian people. We're gonna have to put stiffer
Ain't gotta
rules
help save
and
nobody.
crime. Well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know what you mean though. I ain't got. I'm just
You
saying they
know
out their mind. They out their mind. I say they just as racist as.
what do you mean? They are.
Yeah, they are racist. I
Shit, they in
mean, you
our
see some of that. Look,
neighborhoods.
you saw some of that stuff I put up about like when the Chinese man was attacking the brother. And he said, "Don't." The other brother said, "Don't worry about it. I got it on camera. You in their country doing."
I think they put him out, right?
Yo,
Post they put
he
his
did the
ass
kung
out.
fu kick on him. That was funny.
Yo, they ain't gonna let them Africans. They got some strong feet.
I'm sitting here looking at this. I said, "You in their country." It's like y'all come to our neighborhoods, do this and do that, and y'all sit, and I'll be looking at the people in the hood like, but y'all the ones who let them do it.
Let me tell you something. They keep saying we let them do stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. We don't let them do anything. When we looked up, there's a bunch of foreign people didn't actually start running our stores in our community. They sold the buildings up under black folks who never owned those buildings. So yes, like a guy was like, y'all burned up your community. Say they're not burned up the community. Tell me one house you seen that was African American that got burnt up. Not one. I say, but they are burning up the commercial properties that's in our community because they don't give shit. They give two fucks about us, and
Yeah.
they don't give nothing to our community. Those
And
black owners used to say Sundays, baseball, kickball, let's do a barbecue or do something. You get what I'm saying? We can't
yeah,
do that no more. We cannot do that. Man, we can't do any of that no more. That's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff crazy. And I think that's why so many kids like just I don't know, they hate each other. Like I don't know. Like they just hate each other, for no reason. Like they literally hate each other. And ain't nothing you could do about it. It's just where we at, what place we're at in our lives. And I mean, of course they we could talk about Bill. What's that young lady? What is that young lady that was running that got the marijuana in her system?
Uh, I forgot her name. She was like at LSU.
But I'm gonna finish with Cosby. We're gonna get on her. I just want to
Yeah.
get her name. I don't know her name. But honest to God, like I'm so happy that everybody is going and rooting for him, regardless of who it is. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, like I said, you got your black folks that's gonna say whatever they're gonna say, and the prolong it, they trying to get their jobs back. You know what I'm saying? They've been sitting at home for decades. They won't say this and say that. Yeah, I'm sure Bill Cosby is not the only one that y'all engage y'all twat to. And that's that.
Mm.
I'm just tired of the Me Too movement thing. I'm not gonna even lie. It's not for us anyway. It's not for black women for sure. You know,
Yep.
anytime you see people on there, and I'm looking at them women, I'm like, they not even attractive. Like Jesus Christ, unless they
I
just
looked at the
age
woman they
real bad or something,
yeah.
huh?
I looked at the woman they convicted him of. I'm like,
I know he
seriously?
wanted to say, bitch, you know damn well.
No, the
I
one that
know he
got me
wanted to
was
say.
the
I
one
know
that
that
got
we
me
want. I
was
know some of them stars we want to say. When people just be coming forward, they really they just be coming forward just to come forward. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like you be like, make me believe. And they were talking about, well, Bill like the white women. I said, well, he married a black sister though. You can say whatever you want. He married a sister, baby. And guess what? She been by his side throughout everything. You get me?
yeah.
Because that's what women, old school women do. They don't run when times is hard or times is bad. And guess what? She like she said, she don't believe her husband did it. Guess what? I don't either. And that's what me and the lady was going back and forth. And she says, so you're saying, what that woman told me, so you're saying you don't believe 50 something women. I said, I said, damn, you finally got it. You know what I'm saying? You finally caught on that I don't believe shit these people are saying. You finally caught on that Erica, don't believe shit damn one of them trolls said. I call them trolls. And they were like, oh, this is so sad. You right, it said, because y'all thought y'all was gonna eventually get that money. And like you talking about, we have a silver suit. I wouldn't give them nothing. Bill said, according to Bill, they're wearing their options to sue.
Oh, he gonna go after him.
Oh, I believe in my heart. And you know what? I'm so happy that judge told them you weren't supposed to prosecute them. You went step over your boundaries by doing what you
I
did.
knew when he
All
look. I knew when he went to jail. I said, wait a minute, but did you just make some type of deal with him or something, or some type of settlement or something? How
they
you
took
gonna sit
no,
there?
he went and he told them he offered them the pills. He never said he forced them for anything. They added, and you know how you keep saying it, and every time it goes from one person to another, the
Yeah.
story changed, or if you keep saying it, you start adding more stuff to make it more dramatic because you want to keep that situation going. That prosecutor needs to be fired though.
Bro, yeah.
She definitely needs to be fired. They do this like all the time, not
Yeah.
just to Bill Cosby. And Bill Cosby didn't speak for himself, and that's why I can respect him for it. He spoke about. He said he didn't even just speak for black people. He spoke for all people, all races that are in jail, and you don't have the proper representation. And said both parties are working together. Your public defender and the prosecutor, they're in the same office. So it's like sometimes it's a win-win thing. You're gonna let this aside, you know how you go, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I mean, I get it. I think he's gonna go ahead and full throttle, and I pray to God they don't try to hurt Bill.
Yeah.
That's the
Me
thing.
too.
I hope they don't try to hurt him. But if they do, I hope he have stuff in line to knock their dick off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just hate that. Like I said again, I hate this thing that they got going on. Do I want R. Kelly free? I do. I do. I hate if he's guilty, right? Right?
Right.
Why go after his music? He's not the only person in the industry was having sex with young girls. And if you're gonna go after R. Kelly, let's bring the list on. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring the list on. And if someone is 14, 15 years old with a man, a grown ass man, and me as a mother don't know, or I'm at least I have speculations, or I'm getting at it, or I'm going to sit at the studio, I'm going see what's going on with my child. You said you knew at that time something was going on. That woman, it's a woman that was a cousin, auntie that I was going to Breakfast Club. She said something about she knew, so she started talking about she
You
needs to
talking
be in
about
jail.
Sparkle?
Whatever the little young girl named, the young girl is not speaking out, but she's doing all the talking.
Oh,
And they
oh,
need to stop that. Because he probably was having her and she got too old, he didn't want her. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
And a lot of people, if this man go to jail, a lot of mothers and fathers need to go to jail.
No, yeah. Especially with the R. Kelly thing, a lot of them need to
That's
go
what
to
I'm
jail.
talking about, the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah, because
And,
you knew what was going on.
and I'm gonna tell you again, people was having sex at 14, 15 years old. And they didn't even have to be a star. They were doing that. My friends, they were, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I have a lot of friends that got pregnant at 14 and 15 in high school. You get what I'm saying?
I know some. I know some people that got pregnant at a young age. My
So how you
granddaddy was
can
two.
say somebody, why you calling them a predator though? That you trying to put a label on this person. A predator to me is a person that go find your child or your daughter in her house, snatch her up and whatever. Not someone go in the consent way. You get what I'm saying? And majority 15-year-old girls be knowing what time it is. I be seeing on the TV where these guys want to snatch these children. Like if they're like, I'm gonna say the littlest is 13. They meet these grown ass men on the internet, and you gonna meet them. And now your mama on what you call them, looking for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I ain't gonna lie, 13 nigga need to go to jail. I ain't gonna lie, she just getting her period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that nigga do need to go to jail. 8 years old, jail. Even 14 years old, jail. When they start getting 15, they like 10, 11, 12. I think your body go now. I don't think because I know I'm a woman. Your body go through some type of serious changes that sometimes you don't understand what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have some girls are more mature than others. You have some girls that will have sex before other girls will have sex. You know what I'm saying? And no law in America is gonna stop. Not one. Not one law is gonna change that. So I mean, should a man tell a young girl no? I think I mean the laws back then and the way things used to go back then, I can't answer that because that was just the thing, right? But in today, if that was my child, mine's, right? And she's 14, 15, and I don't know how you don't know though. Even if they secretly around you, eventually find out because you're a nosy ass mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you nosy as fuck. Like I was a nosy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way in the world. I don't give a damn what the hell you say. But kids now today can use the DCF to get out of trouble. Just to get out of trouble ticket for kids. You can't discipline them like talking about. The man said, yeah, you can whip your child. Yeah, but if I did, by me being a black woman, you ain't finna compromise with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're not finna compromise. Yeah, she shouldn't have, but you shouldn't, and you did it too much. What is too much?
But then y'all want to say if something happened, why you didn't discipline your child? Or where the
Then they
parents
talk
at?
about us like shit, boy. They talk about that. Black men talk about us like shit. Other races talk about us like shit, but at the end of the day, you need us. You know what I'm saying? You need bitches like me. And I said that, you know, without us, a lot of stuff wouldn't be possible. Joe Biden, see, the black women showed up and showed out. You know what I'm saying? And he can't even have the audacity to put a bill to help me as a black woman make sure my child come home every night. You know what I'm saying? That's the problems I got. So like I said, giving me free money ain't doing shit. You know, when it come down, you might not never see your child. I don't give a fuck how bad he is. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what streets he claims. He's still my child. You know? So I don't know. But I want to get on this young lady. I don't know her name. Did you look her up for me? Or no?
Let me see. Because I'm looking it up on my phone. That's why my screen kind of.
It's all good. Because I seen her name, but I was so infatuated.
But she's getting a lot of support.
What? She got over 500,000 signatures.
She got, even Drake said, man, y'all ain't have to, of all the things to suspend somebody for, what's that girl?
Everybody, lawmakers, everybody went for her.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Okay, Sha'Carri. Yeah, with her, you know what pissed me off the most, right? And they could have took that into consideration. This young lady was at an interview, and a fucking reporter told her biological mother just died.
Yeah.
You don't know what place her and her mom was in. You don't know if her mom was in the streets, lost, but she still loved her mom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to know that I'm practicing, or I didn't just got in a match, or I'm finna go to a match, and I still gotta run and find out that my mother just got killed by a stranger. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is definitely crazy, you know? Yeah. Hold on one second. Hello? What? Let me call you back. I'm on live. Bye. I got some shit. Anyway, I didn't know the names. I didn't want to not answer. But anywho, it's just, I don't know. I think that's the most hurtful thing somebody can do, like a stranger come tell you something about a family member. I just don't like that. I didn't like that. You know, her state of mind, probably, let me just blow this up. You know how you just free your mind? Because a lot of people smoke weed, and they do it for certain reasons, right? And I don't know if it's a coke thing, but I never seen weed hurt nobody or kill nobody. Yeah. So I don't think she's gonna run, because I seen the lady was talking on CNN. They said she have other opportunities, but this is the biggest stage she won't be able to compete. So I don't know. She got to the 27th of her suspension, but the major companies did not pull from her, and I'm so happy for that.
Yeah, because what's his name? Michael Phelps, man, he lost so much, and that was just from a picture.
What you mean? What he did?
I think he had a picture of himself smoking cigarettes. It was something. I'm not sure. Let me look him up. People was trying to say keep the same energy. I said, nah, he got worse. I know he's a white guy, but he got it bad. And I don't think he did anything during the time. I think it was after the time or something.
No, it probably was before. The lady did say if she'd have done it before tryouts, even, after tryouts, it would be a fact on her. But being that she was in the midst of tryouts, she was going to the biggest stage. That's their rules. That's not hers. You know what I'm saying? So she said, now we have, we have outdated rules. Now we can go to the table. Like, basically, we're going to use her to go to the table to make this right. You know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. I feel sorry for her. I just wish she, God, I don't know. I just wish she had some way, I don't know, like somebody she could have talked to, somebody could have helped her. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that one go-to person, I don't know. And then somebody probably told she was smoking weed, and they just randomly out of the blue drug tester. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know what that was about. Especially when you didn't win. You know what I'm saying? So she was going to go against the fastest girl in the world, and I just wish we could have saw that because we were going to tune in. Like we was going to tune in, right? Like if they change their mind, you know how many people is going to watch? Who's going to watch that U.S. tournament? You know how many people is going to watch that? Shoot, we're going to be all glued in. She's the most talked about athlete probably in history at this point, right? Because it's an unknown, and you have so many. Like, I got into it, bro. I got into this white man on Facebook. Don't you ever in your life play with her? Like, what you mean? I don't even know her. Don't even play with her. Tell me he, she, whatever her name. Like, big. I say, man, who are you talking about? Do you see your wife? Your wife look like just like you a man. Don't come on here playing. What you mean? Madam got lost off the internet. Don't come in here playing. Look at your wife. Took a screenshot, everything, and repost her on the thing. Like this, look at your wife. She looks like a man. That girl is beautiful. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You just see, and it's not everybody. Like I say, it's you have when someone says something negative, they make the conversation big because obviously somebody gonna retaliate and say something. So you're gonna go back and forth. So it's gonna make that situation bigger than what the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? So I am thankful or whatever. Now what you may have, so because we finna shut it down, you know what I'm saying, a little early tonight, but I know you want to talk about Bill Cosby. Anybody else you want to talk about tonight?
No, that was just it.
Well, we're supposed to be talking about reality TV on whatever. I know you want to talk about it because we should have saved that for Wednesday because I know my co-host is gonna have a lot to say. Because I posted a thing where these white people, it was nothing but white folks with a mask on their face, and he said those are paid Democrats. I said there's not a nigga in there. I said I'm not gonna let you slide with that. I ain't gonna mean to say the word N-word, but I'm not gonna let you slide with it. There's nothing but white folks in it, so they can't be paid to do nothing for the Democrats. I said I can't let you slide with it. That's just some ignorant folks that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just hate cowards. If you're gonna be racist or if you have a movement, don't hide your face. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide your face. Be who you are. You know. So we could stop. So I could stop it. So I could know you could stop pretending to like me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I don't. We good. Like you don't like whatever. I'm cool with that. You know. I'm cool with all of that. You don't have to like whatever. You know. Just all I want you to do is take the mask off and show your face, right? So that I can know down the line you stay on your side, I stay on my side. You cannot like me. And guess what? I can still coexist as long as you don't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming back with guns blazing, you know? A lot of people get mad. Like I said, I net a lot of comments about this Cosby thing, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally don't care. He's free. And yes, I want R. Kelly free because this is not about what they did. This is about I'm going to shut you down because you're too powerful. And that's my problem. You know what I'm saying? In these parents, that's with that bullshit. Their ass should have put his ass in jail a long time ago. Because there ain't nowhere in the world. Like the rules wasn't played with back then. If you touch a minor, you take a minor, and I call the police going in there and get that minor. So they can cut that shit out. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So they can get the fuck on with that. So if he go to jail, I believe every parent that had a child that you holler about your child was in there, you couldn't do nothing. How? How you couldn't? That's one law you can't tell me nothing about. The teenage thing. You know, I had people that allegedly didn't do stuff or they got caught having sex and then they say the boy forced them. You know what I'm saying? And got these boys in jail for a very long time. We got to fix it. This thing got to be fixed.
Look, especially when these young black men would mess with a white girl.
What?
I remember that movie. What was that movie? With Idris Elba, the Tyler Perry movie, when they said his character the white girl lied on him.
Uh-huh.
I said I I've known some people personally
Right.
did some time, then took a
I ain't
plea
gonna lie,
deal.
me too. And you know how you say I know that person, I just know this person, and it be bad because these people can get women, and then I don't know. It's
Like with
just
that whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing.
yeah. What about it?
They automatically believe Amber Heard because she was a woman. But even some of Johnny Depp's exes came and defended him, saying he never put his hands on them. And they said Amber Heard had a history of attacking ex-boyfriends and stuff.
Hmm. I tell you guys, go listen to Judge Joe Brown because he gave them the business. He was on their
Oh,
network giving them the business. You
I
feel
love when he shut down Mark Lamont Hill. That was funny.
what?
I was laughing my
Yeah,
tail
that
off.
nigga studying. You started trying to put theories out.
Yeah.
And he broke it down. But what did he do? And I'm
What did
like,
he
yeah,
do?
what did he do? He gave someone. He offered a pill. He didn't force
The
it.
thing
He
is,
said he forced it down their throat.
he went and told them he offered it to them. Now, if you dumb
Right.
enough to take it,
No, he didn't say they dumb enough because those was like pain pills back
yeah,
then. So it's nothing that he done wrong, but offer you quelos that everybody was taking. You know, happy and like the man, the Joe Brown guy, I guess he's a judge. He said coke was everywhere, everything was everywhere. Women was doing whatever in them parties. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that someone is saying it now. Like I get like, you know what make it so bad? You have women that actually go through these things, right? And why? I mean, I'm confused about who to even believe. You know what I'm saying? Because you really got women that really do get sexual assaulted. They
yeah.
truly get sexual assaulted.
But
And
it's gonna make it hard for them because of this. Whenever
exactly,
they,
that's what I'm talking about. It's definitely going to make it hard for them.
especially if
And
they come out
that's why I
against a
was like,
celebrity,
huh?
especially if they come out against a celebrity.
What? It's just not the question. I'm just being honest. Like I don't like. I'm being honest. I don't know. Like these women, I just say they butt ass ugly anyway. So fuck them.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not feeling sorry for any of them. And do I think maybe one or two? You know how you go and you over your head type deal, and you just go with the flow. You have women that do that. You know what I'm saying? When you get in situations because you want to be in a situation and you're really over your head, but you just go with the flow type deal. Nobody should get fought for that either. You know, I'd have been in a situation where women, all right, girl, you don't got to do that. Well, I'm good. I'm good. You good for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. Like, why would you do something you don't do? And now every weekend you doing the same shit. Now I'm addicted. I gotta have it now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's crazy. I don't get it. Like for real, for real. Like I said, I'm happy home, and he finna get to the business with them bitches.
Oh yeah, he
He
got
got
to
the
get it
highest
together.
score in the land. Told him they can't even retry him for nothing. Do you hear me?
Yep.
The
If I'm Bill
prosecutor.
Cosby, the first one I'm going is after that prosecutor. How you gonna sit there
He is.
and,
He
and turn
gonna. I
around
think
and
he's gonna. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
how you gonna sit there and turn around after I told you what was up and whatever, and you are there like, don't worry about it, we can work the deal out, whatever they did, but then you turn
But
around.
no. The person who worked the deal told them yes, because it wasn't even wrote down. He verbally said yes, he made that deal. The prosecutor who just had got, I guess, to be a prosecutor, had told the women he ran on a slogan he was going to arrest him and convict him. And he did exactly what he said. A judge should have not,
It
there's
shouldn't have been
no
a
judge
case.
should have allowed that. No judge should have allowed it. He said it never should have been tried, never should have been nothing. We wouldn't be in the place we at. He didn't do nothing. What did he do? Gave somebody pills, offering pills, they took it. He didn't make them take it down their throat. Like he said, we said rock and roll, drugs, sex, rock and roll. He said the women was in closets on their knees, on people's coats when they go pick their coats to leave parties. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's not lying. But he's not lying
He
though.
not.
You know what I'm saying? And he said it's called groupies. So we forgot the word groupies. We got this Me Too movement. Now we forgot about we have groupies. These women want money. And they might have got paid undercover to even do what they did. Because that's a lot of women. It's just too many women for me to even thought just to sit there and think he got away like a predator. They did it so he looked like a predator, huh?
Yeah. Then when I see how some of them look, I say, like Janet Jameson or whatever, Janet Dickinson or whatever her name is. No, not you.
That's dumb. I seen all them women on the picture, man. Them women ugly as fuck.
The one he got convicted on, I say, Now all them fine women he had on the Cosby show. And
not even the Cosby's. He had beautiful women back then. Like why rape her? You know?
Yes.
Talking about he told me he'll help me with my music career. That man wasn't even in music, one of them said.
Music? Man, shit.
That's what she said. She don't even look like she looked like a singer. I don't know what the hell she is. She wouldn't have made it in country because she don't look like them country girls. The country girls that be singing, they be some beautiful white girls. Might have a cute fat ones here, you know, but they look nice. I ain't never seen an ugly country singer or trailer looking country singer. I ain't never seen that either.
And the bad thing is, even some of the quote unquote trailer ones, some of them don't look that bad. Some, not all.
You could tell a trailer part a little bit. They demeanor, they hygienes. They make a lot of money, but they hygienes be fucked up, and they so angry. I think I could pull this man up. Hold on 1 second. Let me share something. Because it just eat me up not to share this. I don't know if they're going to pull it, take it from my Facebook. But I like exactly what he did, how he did it. And I want to share it. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Thank you for joining me. Why do you say that mainstream media encourages mob rule?
I've talked to.
Hold up 1 second. Let me share.
What, you send it to my inbox?
Nah. Let me share something.
Or you sharing it on my timeline?
I don't know how this thing works.
Hold on.
I'm trying to share it. No, I'm trying to share it. To share Facebook. Okay, here we go. You can see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to share this, y'all, because he went hard. You feel me?
43 lawyers around the country, 17 judges, and I haven't found one that was shocked by the verdict. Most saw the same thing that I did from day one. This never should have gone to trial. It's a travesty. It's a violation of due process and American law. It is part of this mess that mainstream media is trying to feed into the heads of the citizenry and poison them by saying that their emotions and their feelings are supposed to have paramountcy over what happens within the law. That's not the way it goes. I get people who never even took what they should have gotten in the fourth and fifth grade get to talking about how somebody gonna disprove what these women accused Dr. Cosby of. And the truth of the matter is you don't have to. They have to prove that what they claim is true, not the other way around. That's American law. I see too much of this show up on the courthouse, voice your opinion, and get the courts to yield to what you believe. That's not the way the law works. That's called mob rule.
That's when I told you what he said.
And if you want a more egregious exemplar, take what happened to Emmett Till and every other black man that's been lynched in the history of this country because somebody got emotional and decided to suborn the law, go around it, and do what their emotions drove them to do. So that is the way things ought to be. Law separates us from the animals.
And look at Lamont here. He don't even know what he can say. I'm looking at his face.
The law. I want to commend this Howard Dean for being forthright enough to speak out on what the reality is. And I would suggest that they need to strengthen the breadth requirements at Howard University so I don't see such ignorance coming out of this profoundly historic black university. My father went there way back in the 40s.
Well, there's two things going on at once, though, Judge.
You see the way he looks?
The-
Now keep in mind, Erica, I seldomly see Lamar Hill like don't have nothing.
So Judge, I think there's two things happening
Look
at
at
once
that.
here. And I think
When the last
on the
time you
one
seen
hand,
him like
many
that?
of us are legitimately aware, and myself included, that the criminal legal system doesn't give equal outcomes to everybody. That black folks
You're trying to
catch
spin
the
it
worst
right
end
now.
of this. That black
Yeah.
men, when it comes to incarceration, get the absolute worst end of this. And the Bill Cosby case is an example of a prosecutor who was dishonest. Bill Cosby, absolutely, if he's told that he won't be prosecuted.
So
for
why is
this
an end there?
deposition,
You get what
and
I'm
then he gets
saying?
prosecuted,
Yeah.
that is a violation of his rights, and that is a violation of due
Of
process.
course it is.
On the
Violation
other
of
hand,
due process.
but on the right, but on,
Look at the judge. He's so funny. Oh my God.
so there's that. But then there's the other question that people. So then there's this other question that people though have, Judge, which is a legal question. I mean, which is not a legal question. I think those two things, to some extent, are getting mixed up. And the non-legal question is about
finna
whether
read
or
'em.
not
You
Bill
finna read
Cosby
'em.
actually did.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part right here.
Because they're not guilty stands.
He didn't do anything. American law, there is an absolute presumption of innocence until you are proven guilty.
That's what I'm talking about,
beyond a
Brown.
reasonable doubt, using due process of law. If there was no due process of law, that presumption of innocence does not remove itself, and there is no valid conviction. If there is no valid conviction, that presumption of innocence stands as a rock for
Yes.
the defendant. It is to keep the government from acting in a dishonest fashion and using its powers for persecution. So Dr. Cosby
So I think we're on the same page with that.
found guilty through due process. He hasn't done anything. So under American law, the accusations are just that. They carry no weight other than accusations, and they must be proven using due process beyond a reasonable doubt.
There you go.
If they have not been, then they are essentially worthless, just so much talk.
Woo.
So I think we're on the same page. So I think we're on the same page with regard to the law. I think part of the challenge, and I sent out a tweet last night that you responded to. I'm going to pull it up. It says, I said, Bill Cosby is not innocent. He has not been exonerated. His release means that Cosby, a sexual predator, was incarcerated within a
You
criminal
call this
legal
man a
system
sexual
that has
predator.
determined
He ain't.
only
He's not
legal
even
procedures,
guilty of
as
nothing.
does Cosby for his victims. And you
He
responded,
doesn't have
you
to be
said,
exonerated. He hasn't had any. Is a baseless accusation. It has no
right,
weight.
no, you. So under the law, I think we're on the same page again. But part of the problem,
in the fourth and fifth grade, not law school.
Wow.
American law means when somebody makes an accusation, that's all it is. It has no weight. If there's probable cause, you have somebody answer the complaint. But if you cannot find someone guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, they have done nothing. They walk out of there with their presumption of innocence intact. How clear can that be? There is nothing. He had a right to remain
I think that part is clear. No, I think that part is clear, Judge. Let me move the conversation forward.
He's trying to twist it like law versus my public opinion, and the judge ain't having it.
Right.
Yeah, ain't. Like I said, they never proved Cosby did anything wrong.
You and I agree that legally he's not guilty. That legally he doesn't have any burden of proof.
And
The
you
state
called the man out his name.
that legally his rights were violated. We're on the same page about that. I'm saying the legal question to me is rock solid. But I think what was happening yesterday was people were conflating those two things. They were acting as if because the state didn't meet its burden and because he was released based on the fact that he didn't get due process, his due process rights were violated, that was somehow proof of the belief that many people had that Cosby was actually not just legally not guilty, but actually didn't do anything at the moral and ethical level. Hold on 1 second. I just want to play. Oh no, hold on. Let me place the question to you. So I guess what I'm saying is, can we hold space for two ideas at the same time?
No.
Can someone under the eyes of the law be completely not guilty, and at the same time, can we have a public conversation? Because I know you talk about culture, you talk about our community, you talk about values. Can we also talk about the fact that someone can be doing great harm and even be a predator at the same time that legally they're all the things you just said?
Watch this.
No.
Yep.
It is a specious thing. That's part of this new paradigm where everybody gets a trophy, a participation ribbon. Nobody's feelings get hurt. Freedom of speech gets restricted if somebody feels uncomfortable or undelighted by what is being said. That's not our reality.
So let me ask you a question. When George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin and the jury found him not guilty, do you feel that the black community should not continue to express outrage and call George Zimmerman?
What's Zimmerman got to do with this?
They should express outrage.
Besides bringing up besides pissing.
Just listen what he said.
Influence in the selection of the district attorney, or in the even weight assigned to them. See, the rules are the same. But from my perspective, I think of all the black folk that have called me over the last 35 of jury service, all of the black folk that voted a handout where you got a racist idiot on that handout for judge and they don't even pay attention to who's on the ballot. I think of all of the black folk who don't go out and vote for sheriff or effectively for mayor or for the district attorney and complain about it. See, when you have an opportunity to do something about it, do it. And see, most of the people that are off in the penitentiaries are not in there for playing Robin Hood. They rob from their neighbors, burglarize their neighbors, kill their neighbors, rape their neighbors, sold poison to their neighbors. And the other thing is, it's not guns. It's not any excuse. It's we have got a lack of manhood and masculinity in our neighborhoods.
Amen, baby.
Is the imposition of a set of behavioral standards on a boy. So when the boy grows into a man, he has some things he has to do that he cannot get away with, that he is compelled to look to, making where he lives a better, safer, more secure place, filled with economic prosperity, sense of purpose, morality, and ethics. He is a man of public peace, dignity, and order, who is a man of peace, who can be a brave and courageous man when necessary. See, we have to start taking
for a minute.
back.
We're gonna take a
that nigga ready to get off the air. You hear me?
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break and bring it right back. I'm gonna push you on some of those things as well. Stay with me. We got more Black News Tonight coming up right after this. Welcome back to Black News.
Oh, he ain't want none of that. Do you hear me? He ain't want none of that smoke. He ain't want none of that smoke.
Yeah, I told her, look, Judge Joe Brown ain't like the mother look guess you might have.
And he, like he said, he tried to put Trayvon on money. He said, I'm not. He said, yeah. If they go out and vote on the ballots for these racist judges that's on here, these racist cops, they don't do their research on nothing. Because the people don't put it out there for us to see. So you don't know who's on the ballot, but you can find out who's on the ballot. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that I want to get involved with this upcoming election. Like, we got judges, we have this, we have that. We need to speak on who's the judges, who's gonna be the
local
person.
Elections of,
involved with everything. Yeah,
they're really more important than the national, because that determines what your president and stuff like that can do sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, the thing is, for me, if I was a president and they restricted me from doing shit, I would do shit that would blow their mind. I'll go up there and do so many pardons. Oh, they're gonna you gonna get right for me, boo. You gonna get right for real. I go up in there and straight pardon a bunch of people out of jail that shouldn't be in there. You know, I'll do my research and everything.
Especially people I know who innocent and y'all messed over.
Right. My first week will be damage control. Let these people free, black, white, whatever. It don't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying?
You
They
got
just get
nonviolent
and
offenders
convict them
still
because
sitting
I
in there.
think they did it. And so now I got the public. It's a public opinion thing. That's what I don't get. You get 12 and 6 jurors, however many it is, right?
Yeah.
But they don't know the law. The judge tell them the law, and then an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, they come up with a decision. You don't have to go. You don't have to go to court. You don't have to go to school for that. But you got to go to school to be a lawyer, judge, and stuff. That shit's so backwards.
Yeah.
That is so backwards. How you don't know nothing about law can go be a juror, but you have to go to school to be a attorney. They're giving you all the rules and what the all this like you a damn juror or something. But I ain't gonna lie. Joe Brown read his motherfucking ass. I ain't lie. That's the first time I ever seen him stutter. Like
Yeah.
I mean, not
I ain't
stutter.
never seen Mark
I
Lamont Hill.
know he stuttered, but he stuttered
not
his
like
ass.
that.
Yeah, he stuttered his ass out. Like Mr. Brown, Judge Brown, he read it to the T of what I was thinking. Like the end of the day, the local level is the best level you supposed to be voting on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even lie. I thought about it after I voted for Biden, and I said I should have voted for Trump. Let him go up there one more year. Go ahead, destroy the Republican Party. See, things are put in position for reasons. You know what I'm saying? And you could not see the reason and decide, oh, I shouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? This man, being that this man was in office, right?
Yeah.
Right? He made white people thought it was cool to start saying the N-word and start doing this and doing that. So what else was gonna come? 4 more years. What else was gonna come? You know?
But he's certainly doing a bang up job on the Republican Party now.
They so scared of that man. They scared of that man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. It's 10 to
Right.
it's 10:03. We had a good show. I'll see you Wednesday with D.
Okay.
I would not, but we felt shut it down.